What's going on, party people? We are back with some more Babymonathon Revival 1. That is right, this is McFlurry. Welcome to the channel. Covering this tournament, and feel very privileged to be part of this community. Really enjoying this tournament so far. So we've got TheFiendishMeep versus Amogh, who I'm just going to call Amogh throughout this battle here. And yes, this is a round 1 match here. And both players got some fun looking teams here. I see some similar Pokemon on both sides, but obviously both players are running the absolute GOAT of Gen 9 Little Cup, that being Mindfu. Such a big threat. And I've noticed from my last video, I mean, Volibee, also not something to mess around with. I mean, this thing can just get carried away with weak armor. But we do see some Pokemon I haven't seen yet in this tournament yet, mostly on the Amogh's side there, with the Shelder and the Mud Spray. That is the name. Yes, it is. And the Fungus as well. And we know what Elekid can do. Putting some pretty big work in that first matchup I covered here. But anyways, TheFiendishMeep covering, or TheFiendishMeep bringing the hail, or is it snow in this generation? I don't know. We'll find out soon enough here. Got the iconic hail/snow combo with the Alolan Sandshrew. It's pretty sweet. And we got this Glimmet thing as well. Maybe we'll actually see some toxic debris action in this battle. Very similar team, actually, now that I think about it, to what Calm Mind brought in Game 2 of the last matchup. Be sure to go check out that on the channel if you haven't already. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's see how this one goes. Should be a fun one here. Okay, so yeah, Toxapex Jr. coming out here, takes the Fake Out from the Mindfu, and then switches out here into their own Mindfu to take a knockoff, resisted hit, and loses the Eviolite. Goes for a knockoff their own, and then knocks off the other Eviolite. Yep. Takes the high jump kick and then switches out on the Fungus there. So Snover comes out, and it is snow, not hail. There we go. Shows you I know about Gen 9. Just dies to a Sludge Bomb. That must have been a prediction. And they go into the Volibee there and just takes the sleep. So we know that's not Overcoat. Though I think weak armor is probably the most common way to go, as this thing seems to be a sweeper in this tier. Mud Spray comes out. And it actually wakes up and goes for the Nasty Plot, the Volibee that is. Takes the Stone Edge, actually does a lot less than you think, and starts to rack up the boost here with the weak armor. Goes for the Air Slash, and ooh, we got Stamina boost from Mud Spray. Not that it's gonna, well, I mean, it's not gonna be too weakened from the close combat, but when they go into a physical Pokemon, misses the triple axle. That sucks. And then dies to a ×4 close combat from Mud Spray. So not looking good for the TheFiendishMeep, though. What are you going to do about that miss, right? Ice Beam on the Fungus. Gets the freeze. That is nice. And follows up with another Ice Beam. So brings it a little bit closer here. Elekid comes out. Goes for the Psychic. Probably on a prediction there, because everything's weak to Psychic on the other side at this point in the battle. Goes for Volt Switch. Knocks out the Pex Jr. there. And Mud Spray comes out here. Dies to a high jump kick from Mindfu. But Volibee's just going to follow up here. Click Brave Bird. I guess is a physically offensive one. There's the Toxic Debris. We'll see if that comes into play here. And then sets up Stealth Rocks as well. So we actually get to see some hazards in this battle. Late game hazards, but I don't know if Mindfu is going to be able to break through the rest of this team here, especially since it has Brave Bird. High jump kick. There's the weak armor. Yeah, you got to think this is game. And there it is. Yep. So GG's. Amogh taking game 1 here against TheFiendishMeep. I think that was a pretty good match there, but yeah, anyways, game 2 coming up here. All right, here we go, party people. We have TheFiendishMeep versus Amogh game 2. Here we go. See some different Pokemon here too. We got a Skunky as well. Am I saying that right? Stunky, my bad. Stunky on the TheFiendishMeep side. Interesting. Bringing their own Mud Spray to this. We got to have Mindfu on both sides, of course. I feel like that's a requirement in this tier. TheFiendishMeep also running Shelter, Gothita, and a Fungus. Pretty excellent core. I think it's a really well-balanced core, though. We do see some Pokemon that are weak to... Well, I guess Skunky's got the Dark type, yeah. I was going to say weak to Psychic, but when you look on the Amogh's side, not really any Psychic types running here. The first appearance I've seen of Tinkatink. Wonder if it does similar things to its evolution in OU as well. I love that typing, though. Fairy Steel, I mean, at any tier, you got to think that's that's threatening, because that is objectively the best typing in Pokemon, I think. Huge fan of Mega Mawile in Gen 7, so, and when it was legal in Gen 6 back in the day too. Mindfu, of course, we see a Diglett Alola. Interesting. I'm excited to see what this thing can do. So I've always been a fan of this Pokemon. I know that typing can hurt it sometimes. We'll see how it does in Little Cup, because quite interesting. And then Volibee, which we know from the last battle, huge threat. Looks like it should do pretty well against the TheFiendishMeep's team here too, as they don't have any flying resists. But they do have that Mud Spray, which might be able to take a hit too. Maybe we'll see some aftermath action from Stunky. Let's find out. Let's get into game 2 here. So, Mindfu lead versus Mindfu lead. Might be a speed tie here. This both click Fake Out. Oh, actually, I guess we don't know if he clicks Fake Out, because, yeah, Tinkatinka switches in here. I think they predict that with the Mud Spray, because that's a really good matchup for the TheFiendishMeep there. Click Stealth Rock, so we see more hazards in this battle. Switches out into Fungus on Fungus. Sludge Bomb doing decent damage. Doing about the same to each other there. 28, 28, yep. Gothita comes out. Takes that and gets poisoned, unfortunately. Threatening the Psychic move. And, ooh, they just stay in with Fungus. Even though they had multiple things they could have switched in. Maybe expecting the TheFiendishMeep to overpredict there. Volibee comes out, switches into Mud Spray. Clicks U-turn. Gets the stamina boost there. Chinchou comes out, obviously threatening Surf here. Gotta get out. No! Stays in. And wow. Bold move by the TheFiendishMeep there, staying in. That's crazy. Takes the knockoff, just racking up the stamina boost. Big damage with the Earthquake there. And we see a forfeit. What's... Okay, I mean, was this... I mean, yeah, maybe they felt like they just couldn't break Mud Spray. I mean, maybe Tinkatinka had a chance to outspeed, but what does that thing run? Like, does it have Toxic or something to hit Mud Spray at +2? Maybe they just thought they couldn't break through here. So yeah, interesting forfeit from Amogh. I mean, maybe they just see something that I didn't. I mean, a crit maybe would get you through. I don't know if you forfeit at that point, but maybe there's something I'm missing here. But either way, Amogh had a bit of a cushion going into this battle. So yeah, we'll be going into game 3 here. See who takes this. All right, here we go, party people. We got TheFiendishMeep, Amogh, game 3. TheFiendishMeep on the bottom there, Amogh on the top. And Amogh bringing a similar team to last time, except they have a, what's that, Hisuian Growlithe? Yes, Hisuian Growlithe, which unfortunately Amogh's bringing a few water types to this match, which does threaten this Pokemon. Luckily it's a pretty fast Pokemon, but if we start to see some Swift Swim action go down, that speed advantage... Actually, it doesn't even really look like it has a huge speed advantage on any of those water types, so I don't think we'll see Growlithe do too much, but maybe we will. Maybe. I don't know, if you get it in on the right thing, it might be able to get off, I don't know if this thing gets Flare Blitz or not. Other than that, very similar team to last time, except we see a Growlithe. I mean, if we click on the last battle there, yeah, I mean, what, you switch out Gothita for Growlithe? Yeah, I mean, I don't really see any other difference there. Amogh bringing a very different team, though, to game 3. Definitely bringing Rain. I know from Little Cup UU exactly what Psyduck can do as well. Choodle, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know this thing's name, but it is packing. Is it packing Swift Swim? It does have Swift Swim, so could have a very threatening Rain team on our hand as well. And then we got a Shroodle as well. Man, I'm not gonna remember these names. Choodle, Shroodle. Oh my goodness. Let's get into the match here. What does this thing even evolve into? I'm like, man, I got a lot to learn, guys. All right, here we go. Game 3. Skunky lead against the Shroodle. Thankfully, no nickname. Clicks the Rain Dance here. What type is this? Poison normal. Oh, it evolves into that graffiti thing. That's right. Clicks Taunt, but did I click Taunt? Hang on, I missed something there. Rain Dance takes the knockoff. Goes for the Taunt. Oh, but Prankster. That's right. Dark type Prankster. In case you want to know what's going on with that mechanic, sorry, let's go back a bit. Prankster moves, like Taunt, don't have an effect on Dark types, is how I understand it, and Shroodle has the Prankster ability, so you got a double Prankster core going here with the Riolu, just desperate to get up that Rain. So yeah, Taunt not doing anything. Not like it matters really. I mean, Skunky was clicking knockoff anyways. Out comes the Swift Swim Horsey. This thing's gonna be fast as heck. Clicks Weather Ball and just knocks out the Mindfu straight up. Rain boosted. Weather Ball's so strong in this gen. Gothita comes out on the Fungus there, takes the Spore, and it has the Lumberry. There you go. So no more Sleeping Gothitelle. You can just follow up with the Psychic and then just gonna take another Spore. Psychic does not take out the Fungus there. Goes for the Giga Drain, does decent damage, and they just stand and burn some sleep turns, and they wake up actually pretty quickly and knocks out with the Psychic there. Rain is still up. Muzzspray comes out, takes the Energy Ball 50% and gets the Stamina boost. They click Stealth Rock, so more hazards for the Fiendish Meep. Every battle bringing hazards here, but they're down 3 to 5 here as Gothita is just putting in some work. Knocks it out with a knockoff from the Skunky, and Riolu setting up the Rain, takes the knockoff, loses its Focus Sash, so not like that mattered with Rocks up anyways. As it clicks Close Combat, does 69%, nice. And we see Skunky just knock out the Riolu, but they can follow up with one of their fast water types. Horsey is the one they opt for. Takes a Sucker Punch, that still does a ton. Skunky, very, very strong Pokemon. Clicks Weather Ball, knocks it out. Is Life Orb Horsey as well. Shelter comes out, switches in it. Hisuian Growlithe, maybe trying to bait something else there, but this is looking like game. I mean, maybe Shelter can do something here. Takes the Weather Ball, so no more Rain up. It's like Shell Smash. Okay, we might have something here with the Shell Smash Shelter. Looks like Icicle Spear knocks out the Horsey. Psyduck comes out. It's got to take a hit here. Ooh, yeah, no. If that thing's Skill Link, yeah, it's not. Okay, we might have a game here. Choodle comes out. Yeah, not taking the Rock Blast. Okay, so Fiendish Meep taking this battle. Yeah, interesting turn of events. I honestly thought Emo had it there, but yeah, Shelter able to pull off the Swift Swim Sweep. I gotta highlight a critical turn here, where okay, we go back here. So there's the Skunky gets knocked out, and then Shelter comes out, and just to kill a turn, switches back into Hisuian Growlithe. I mean, I guess they were clicking Weather Ball either way, but maybe they're trying to bait Horsey into something else, but it doesn't matter. I mean, you kill enough Rain there. No more Rain boosted Weather Ball. I guess maybe that little fake out didn't really matter too much, but yeah, Fiendish Meep moving on to round 2. Excellent match, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more Babymonathon Revival 1 action on the channel. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.